cold traffic leads that convert to high ticket fitness clients fast. That's what we're talking about today. Eddie, what's good, bro? What's up? What's up, man? What's up? Super excited about today's topic, guys. Super excited about today's topic. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Like, one thing I've been, really evaluating, the market. Things have been changing like crazy, guys. Things have been changing like crazy. And we've been testing so many different things, right? And I still haven't found anything that work this good, and we've even, found the way to kind of ramp things up, so you guys, like, over the past, few weeks, probably haven't been seeing me post, as much. And there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason for that, and we've been testing so much, right? Not to only, get better with our business, right? But, we serve you guys as well, so we want to find out the latest things that are working, right? Because the things that the strategies, a lot of the strategies and things like that, was working in 2020 or, in the beginning of 2021, don't necessarily work now, but just with some small tweaks, right? With some little small tweaks, all right? And then you can start seeing some, exponential growth inside of your business rather quickly, guys. So that's what we're going to talk about today is cold traffic, right? So if you're not familiar with cold traffic is just a freaking stranger, right? Like somebody that doesn't know who you are, right? They haven't ever heard of you, right? And maybe they see, an ad from you or a post from you, or, you engage with them or something like that, right? And then they become aware of you. Now that's a cold, that's what we call cold traffic, right? So running traffic to people who don't know who the fuck you are, right? And I'm sure we all want to do that, right? I'm sure, like, wherever your business is at right now, you like, oh, I need more people. I need people that can afford what I'm offering. I need people that are ready, to buy what I'm offering, right? So one is, I understand where you at when you coming with that, right? But also, you want to make sure you got your systems in place, because I'm pretty sure over the last 6 to 12 months, new people have become aware of you and what you're doing, right? And just decided to not take action because, one, you didn't have the right systems in place, right? And you don't have a sales process or anything when it comes to like organic marketing, any type of marketing strategy in place, maybe just some really basic stuff. But nowadays you have to, you got to be a lot more savvy when it comes to marketing. All right. You got to be a lot more savvy. All right. So before we get into it, one, I want to talk about, because this is very important, right? Before I give you any type of strategy or any type of processes like that, right? At the end of the day, we all have the same 24 hours. That's one thing that's not going to change tomorrow, right? I can give you the game, but if you still utilizing, your time the same way as you are today, tomorrow, it ain't going to work. So let's first talk about, where are you spending most of the time in your coaching business right now? All right. If you're somebody and you're not at 6 figures, right? Maybe you're between, 30 and 50K, right? You're probably spending most of your time on client delivery, right? If it's one-to-one coaching, if it's, doing check-ins, right? Or maybe you are probably over delivering, which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing, right? But if you operating in the wrong business model and you're not charging enough, you're over delivering and being underpaid. We don't want to do that. We don't want to over deliver and be underpaid, right? So you probably spend a lot of time on client delivery, right? And then creating things. As entrepreneurs, right, we're creative and we like creating shit. Nothing wrong with that. But when you are just spending a lot of time on creating low ticket offers, or, spending time on unnecessary content, I see a lot of it, right? Unnecessary content, creating apps, or if it's updating something on your website, right? Like, you're creating all these things, and 80% of these things you don't even bring to market. right? So you just spent all this time on creating something that's not going to generate you any money, or is creating something that is not relevant to your customer's problem. And then maybe you do launch it, or you put it in your link tree, right? And then nobody fucking buys it. So you just spent all those hours creating something that doesn't generate you, that's not going to generate you any money, right? Because if you're somebody under six figures, your main objective, of course, should be changing lives, right? But how can you change lives if you're not bringing enough income into the business? How can you change lives if you're not onboarding enough clients and keeping enough clients inside of the business, right? So that's the number one thing, is you want to identify the areas that you're spending your time in inside of the business, right? And okay, cool. Now you need to revise things, right? Of course, you still want to do client delivery, but like I said, if you are over delivering on something and you're giving clients, all this one-on-one attention every single week, right? And you're not charging high ticket price, and you still do, trading your time for dollars, and you're not leveraging your time and your expertise, right? Then it's kind of pointless, right? Because every single month, time is being wasted, and you're not scaling from a revenue standpoint. All right. Now, once you identify that and you make some room for some more times, like, all right, cool. Now I got this time. What you don't want to do with this time, you don't want to go and start hanging out, watching Netflix, right? Because look, check this out. Of course, we all want to live our life, and we all want to enjoy, the things that our business can bring us. But listen, you're not at six figures yet. You still got work to do. Don't get so caught up in what you see on social media, right? When you see all these people living their life and doing this, yeah, you want to live your life, but keep in mind, you have a goal of building a multi-six figure fitness business, fitness coaching business, right? So yeah, you still got work to do, all right? So don't cut your time down and then start spending your time on something that's not going to generate you any money. It was pointless of what you did, right? Now you will get to a point where you can start delegating things out, right? So you can start carving out time, if it's vacation, if it's traveling, if it's doing this, whatever you enjoy, because now, while you've got that time back, you're still scaling your business because you've delegated out properly, right? So we're going to talk about, because right now, these things I'm about to talk about right now, like, you should be doing these things now. And then once you get to a point in your business, then you can properly delegate it, right? And then you can start doing other things inside of the business and enjoying your life a little bit more. All right. So one, where should you be spending most of your time in your business? Money making activity, money making tasks. 70 to 75% of your time in your business, right? And you're not making six figures in your online coaching business yet, should be spent on money making activity. I'm going to get to a point where we talk about, like, well, if I decrease my client delivery, will the results and the experience that my clients get decrease? Absolutely not. And I'm gonna talk about that after we're done talking about the money making shit. All right. What's up? Nan, what's popping? What's up, Nan? What's up? What's popping, guys? All right, cool. So money making activity and money making tasks, right? So one, every single day you should be making connections. When you are working if you work Monday through Friday, or if it's Monday through Saturday, whatever it is, every single day you should be making new connections, period. If you're not making new connections, fuck you in business for it. All right. Like, you need to be making new connections, right? When you're making these connections, you need to be having conversations. All right. Having conversations, you need to be prospecting, you need to be getting on phone calls, getting on sales calls, right? You should be creating high quality content. And what I mean by high quality content, I don't mean like you need to go and get, an 8K camera, right? No, I mean high value content. I'd rather you create 2 to 3 pieces of high value content a week, and instead of creating bullshit and unnecessary, irrelevant content, right? Multiple times a day, 7 days a week. All right. because we're talking about the things that's going to actually increase the performance in your business, how to increase your performance as a CEO, not just what looks good on social media, right? You can tweak you can post something to make anything look, nice and glamorous, right? It get a bunch of likes, bunch of views, right? But what are you doing inside of the business? And how is the business being profitable on a monthly basis? That's what's important. So we want to do those things, everything that's going to, increase the performance and increase the revenue in your business. That's what you want to do. All right. Market research is very, very important as well. Market research is very, very important as well. Right. So you want to spend time on that. Tisha, what's up? You want to spend time on all of these things. So once you start spending time on all of these things, I guarantee you that you're going to see an increase in your revenue. Period. It's impossible not to, right? It's impossible not to, but you just have to make sure that, okay, I like, I even, Nan, you was on the call, right? I like to tell some of my clients when necessary, like you got to audit your fucking life, audit your day, right? I got this from my coach, right? Audit your day. Every 10 to 15 minutes, look at what you're actually spending your time on. Because listen, if you are a full-time entrepreneur and you can't commit to full-time hours in your business, what are you doing? And you need to understand, if you are, when you're running a business, right, you're the coach and you're the CEO, and those two roles are not the same roles. It's not the same roles. So you got to understand that you're playing, you're sitting in two seats. You're the CEO and you're the coach. And what the coach does compared to what the CEO does is two totally different tasks. The coach is what did we talk about earlier, right? Client delivery. That's it. Now, do you show up as a coach? Like I'm showing up as a coach as I'm talking to you guys. Absolutely. Right. But this is money generating activity. 100%, 1000%. And once we take this video, we're going to do all types of shit to this video that's going to generate us money after this video is posted, after I'm done speaking to you guys. Okay. So this is why it's very important that you have systems and processes in place for the money generating things. Yeah, you want to have systems and processes in place for the client delivery, but you're already fucking good at that. You're amazing at that. You just got to tweak your program a little bit, tweak your offer, how you deliver it. That's like a 15-minute conversation, guys. But when we talk about making money, now we're talking about mindset blocks as well, right? Now we're talking about overcoming, things that you've went through in the past. When you onboard a high ticket client and somebody pay you $2,500, why overwhelm them with all of these different things? You get them a meal plan, tell them to, clean out their kitchen, right? Throw everything away, right? You give them all these different workouts to do every week because you got this unhealthy relationship with money because you think because somebody paid you $2,500 that you got to overwhelm them with work. But once you overwhelm them with work, now they're like, well, shit, I don't feel good about what I'm doing. I don't want to do this no more. So yeah, that's a mindset block in a money mindset that you have to overcome, right? So this is why it's very important that you spend time on these things at this stage in your business so you can overcome these different, not just, the activities that you're taking, but the mindset blocks, right? And the limiting beliefs that's going to come up as you're doing these activities. Because this is why it's important that you have a coach. Once you stop at that roadblock, you need a coach or somebody, mentor, whatever you want to call them, that has been there and has mindset strategies and things that you can do to overcome that roadblock and keep going. So when the next roadblock comes, you know exactly what to do immediately. Some of y'all are stuck. Y'all are stuck where y'all at revenue-wise because of a limiting belief. It's fucking nuts, right? But it's okay though. Because we all go through that, right? But I see this so many times, especially for people that are trying to go from 5 figures to 6 figures, right? A lot of times they get stuck at making a decision because of a limiting belief. And it's only because they haven't gotten through it. So you got to get yourself around people that have been through these things multiple times. And the best way to understand something is to get in the trenches and start doing it. So if you're not doing any money making activity, how can you expect to start making more money? How can you expect to understand how money works? Right? So it's very, very important that you are spending time on these things, making connections, prospecting, conversations, right? Every single week, you should be getting on multiple sales calls. You're going to get some people to say no. That's fine. Guess what that is? Market research. Take those objections. Now you got high quality content to create, because you could take an objection somebody gave you on a sales call, take that objection, create, overcome the objection in a piece of content and post it. Because I guarantee you, if one person had the objection, there's 1,000 other people that fit your avatar that have the same one. All right, Ashley, what's popping? All right, Tasha, what's up? All right. Who we got in here? What's up, Bree? Okay, let's talk Bree _ VSG journey. Let's talk. All right. So look, this is the thing, right? So thousands of new prospects should reach your account every single month. New prospects, cold traffic, every single month. You can go on your insights and look, right? And y'all look, when you go on your insights, what are you looking for? So you need to be looking for the right things, not just how many likes and how many views. You need to be looking at the right metrics. Okay. And check this out. Thousands of new prospects should be coming to your page and becoming aware of who you are and what you do. Right. And I would say half of them, right? Half of them should engage with you. So check this out. Everybody's insights has slowed down, right? But check this out. You want quality insights, because check this out. You could be, if you servicing women in leadership and helping them, overcome, menopause over the age of 40, right? But most of the insights are males between the ages of 21 and 35, because they just want to see your content. They just want to see you're not posting any relevant content, speaking to anybody, and they just come into your page to see your stuff. That's a part of the insights. So that's why I say high quality, right? It's not just about the quantity. When we talk about high ticket, right, it's quality over quantity. Yes, once you get the quality part right, then you can go to the quantity part. So quality, you want to be able to drive the right type of traffic and the right type of audience to your page. Then we can track data, and over the next 30 to 60 days, we can look at the data and make decisions based on that. Right. But right now, sis, like you got to make some probably got to make some tweaks to your messaging and things like that. Right. And then over the next 30 to 60 days, you could look at the metrics and then make decisions based on that. All right. So if you got 1,000 people that come to your page, right, you got the right target, right? You got your right audience. You bringing these new people to your page, right? Half of them should be engaging with you. And once that happens, then what should you be doing, or someone on your team be doing? They should be starting those conversations with the people that engaged. So that's 500 conversations. If you're not having 500 conversations on a monthly basis, yeah, you don't deserve to make 6 figures this year. Because we all get what we deserve. Right. So it's like, cool, just go and get it, sis. Just go and get it, bro. That's it. It's that simple. Just go and get it. All right. And then I would say, like, having 500 of those conversations, right? And that means it's about like 20 conversations you should be having on a daily basis. Right. So if you kind of like, you're going to take some days off in the month, right? Like I ain't telling you to go out and just grind and just work 7 days a week. Absolutely not. Right. You got to take some time off to rest and recover so you can get back at 110% and perform at a high level. Right. But that's approximately about like 20 conversations on a daily basis. And you need a customer acquisition pipeline, right, that you can send these 20 people through, because those are all leads right there. Those are leads. And when we talk about like cold traffic, This is the reason why like your messaging needs to be on point, because when you go and get cold traffic, it can, I don't care how you go and get it. It can be organically, which we do. It can be with paid ads, which we do, right? But when they come to your page, if people want to come to a page, right? Either for something that's selfish, right? Like they're selfish, right? They want to come and they want to laugh, they want to get entertained, right? Like whatever. But if you are a coach, that means that you fix a problem. They need to be clear on the problem that you fix and who you fix it for. If it ain't for them and it ain't a problem that they got, they gonna click off. And ain't gonna be no action, no engagement is gonna take place, and then you don't have a lead. And it's not to say that you can't fix the problem that they have. It's not to say that you don't serve, a person like them. It just needs to be clear as fuck when they come to your page. It has to be crystal clear, because then that's going to allow them to do something on your page and show interest. Now we have a potential prospect. We have a potential lead. And these are things that you should be doing in your business at least Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday. Consistently. This is where your time needs to go, right? And when you position yourself, this is the benefit of operating in a high ticket business model and going to get cold traffic, because the only reason why someone that is a cold lead will make a decision to work with you is because they know, or you've reduced the risk, right? And you showed them that you can help them, and you've reduced the risk and created this really awesome offer that they can't freaking refuse. Because if you just trying to sign up people for your coaching program just based on your personality, just if they like you, or just if they're serious about their goals, their fitness goals, yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? Every single time you show up in your business, you should be, if that's in coaching and that's in marketing, if that's on a sales call, right? You should be showing up as the problem solver. And what I mean by when you show up as the problem solver, you need to be clear on the problem that you solve for your audience. That's number one. And the only thing you create, right? The only piece of content you create, the only time you're having a conversation is to help someone fix a problem or help somebody become aware of this problem. That's it. Anything else that you do on social media, anything else that you do in your business is you're just being busy. You're not being productive. You're just being busy. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Okay. Oh, so I did want to cover this, right? So how do you do this without decreasing the client results and experience, right? Because check this out. If you're somebody, you are a coach and you're giving one-on-one, and there's nothing wrong with one-on-one coaching, right? So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with one-on-one coaching, but a lot of times coaches give a lot when it comes to one-on-one, and then they're not charging enough. They're not charging enough. And a lot of the one-on-one and a lot of the one-to-one coaching that you guys give your clients is unnecessary. Because the difference between coaching and coddling, but that's a whole nother live. Whole nother live. All right. Because you don't want to coddle clients, right? You want a good coach ask more questions. Right. So, and a lot of times as coaches, we know the answer. You don't always want to tell the client or the prospect the answer immediately. You want to ask them the right questions and get them and lead them to say it out loud for themselves. Right. So if I know that a client, if the problem is, with a client that they just need to make time to have conversations, they have the time. They just need to make the time. I'm going to, and they're saying, oh, they're having a problem with conversations. Cool. I'm going to ask them more questions to get them to identify what the problem is instead of me telling them exactly what the problem is. Right. Do you need to do that on a coaching call? Absolutely not. A one-on-one coaching call, you don't. Can you do that on a group call? Yes, you do. Yes, you can. Can you do that in the Facebook group? Yes, you can. Can you do that via Trainerize in a one-on-one conversation? Yes, you can. Can you do that via Facebook Messenger when you're sending a video or a voice note? Yes, you can. So you can still give clients, one-to-one coaching. It just doesn't always have to be privately on a one-to-one coaching call. So this is what I mean by, leveraging your expertise without selling your time all the time. You don't need to, you provide way more value than just your time. You have to value your time, because if you don't value your time, your clients and nobody else will value it. But you have to value other things than just your time. Value your expertise, value your coaching skills. All right. So it's so many different ways on how you can. So in the power with allowing the client to say it, because when they say it themselves, they believe it more versus when you say it. Like if they hear it from themselves, they're like, "Dig, okay, cool. I just got to make time for it. Cool. All right. Now we can come up with a game plan on how to make more time in your day so you can do whatever this task is. If that's your 30-minute exercise, if that's your 10-minute meditation, if that's your 10-minute walk, if that's getting in your steps, right? If that's getting in your meals, your water intake, whatever it is. Y'all get what I'm saying? And these are things that we talk about, like in our 7 pillars of coaching inside of our mastermind. We don't just help people generate money and get clients. We help them become better coaches and better people overall. Cool. I got a question. Just tuning in, from what I'm catching is solve this issue all the time. Focus on one issue and always solve that. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's very much possible that your clients can have multiple problems, right? Well, let me say this: multiple symptoms. So you want to first identify what the symptoms are and then what's the problem, because they're not the same thing, right? So you'll get clients that have, or prospects that have a lot of symptoms and things like that. And you can talk about the symptoms for sure, to be multiple symptoms, but the overall, what's the overall problem? The overall problem is this, right? You have multiple symptoms that's leading to the problem, right? And when you show up, you should be showing up as the problem solver, period. Right? And you need to identify, what is that big problem? What's that one big problem that they're dealing with? And you should be the person that can fix it. Got it. Ask the questions to get them to answer themselves before giving the answers up front. Absolutely. Yep. 100%. Okay. Cool. Also, and then so let's talk about, how do you convert these clients? How do you convert these leads into clients? So when you start doing these money-making activities and you're making these connections and things like that, right? One, you need to understand. So I see this a lot too. A lot of you guys will, it's not like, you don't know. So that's why we showing up and, we talking to you guys and trying to educate you guys, right? A lot of you guys have people that are following you right now that'll pay you anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000 for a high-ticket coaching program. You just talk to them the wrong way, or don't talk to them at all, right? Because how you talk to cold traffic and how you talk to warm traffic is different. For example, I like to use dating, right? I mean, dating, like any type of relationship. If you look at a new relationship, you're a guy, you're a girl, right? You're going out to meet somebody, right? Somebody new at a bar, at a concert, like day party, like whatever. I'm gonna talk to the ladies first, right? Would you want a guy or girl, whatever you prefer, would you want, a guy or girl to speak to you like they already know you? Like y'all already hung out, like y'all already went on a date, right? Like they know your life. Would you want a total stranger to speak to you like that? Absolutely not. Right? Probably not. All right. So these prospects, if these prospects, they're like a part of your cold traffic, they don't want you talking to them as if you know them already, as if y'all tight like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, absolutely not. They don't want you talking like that. But vice versa, it's the same thing, right? if I know somebody, I'm dating somebody, Coach Caprice, what's up? Speaking of dating somebody, if I know somebody and I'm dating somebody, right, I'm not going to talk to her as if I don't know her, right? Because if I talk to her, if we going out on a date, we've been out on multiple dates, or just say she know me, right? We ain't been on a date yet, right? Like I'm not, if I talk to her like as if I don't know her, I'm not going to go on the date with her. She's gonna be like, nah, like, you know. So a lot of y'all got warm traffic. People on your page, people that follow you, they know you, they probably even like you already. And you speaking to them as if they cold traffic, or you ain't speaking to them at all. Or worse, or even worse, you just trying to go all in and just like, you know, let's go back to the crib right now. Let's go to the crib right now and get busy. That don't work either. So we got cold traffic, warm traffic, and then we got hot leads. So y'all talking to people, y'all got warm traffic sitting there like that will pay you $1,000 to $5,000, right? And you talking to them as if you don't know them, or you just trying to get them to come to the crib ASAP. And it just don't work like that. You got to talk to your prospects differently in all the different stages that they're in. In all the different stages that they're in. So once you become aware of all these stages, right, and you have systems and processes in place, right, on what to do at every single stage, because all people 100 with you, the most important stage is the warm traffic. It's easy to go and bring cold traffic to warm traffic, but it's like, all right, what are we doing? What are you doing at this point? How do we speak to them at this point? Right? When I run a cold traffic ad, it's different from when I run a retargeting ad. A retargeting ad to people that already opted in, right? Had a conversation with me in the DM, right? That's a total different, it's a total different, you know, ad creative. It's different. And it's also different versus when I'm trying to get them to go on a date with me or jump on a phone call with me or one of my team members and see how we can help you. You see what I'm saying? So organically, right, it needs to look the same way. And this is why people waste money on ads, because they can't get it right organically. So they think this is a symptom, right? They think, oh, I just need to spend money on ads. And wrong. Now you're about to waste money. So you've been wasting time, and now you're about to spend money on ads and waste money with ads. Right? So I always say, test it organically first. If it worked organically, it's going to work really well with paid traffic. But the awesome thing about like the method that we teach with you know, our warm-up method, right? You don't even need to spend any money on paid ads with cold traffic. Right? We have an amazing organic strategy, organic outreach strategy where you can go get cold traffic, bring them to your shit, get them to the middle of the funnel, retarget them, have different conversations with them, get them to binge your content. You have to have bingeable content on your page. So y'all need to go and edit your page right now. If a prospect came to your page, is there any content there that they can actually binge that's valuable for them? Because the only time we binge something is if it's doing something for us, right? I'm a binge Ozark because it's like, I enjoy it. Yeah. Right. So when we talk about a problem, why would I binge something that's not giving me any value for my problem? I'm not going to do it. You see what I'm saying, guys? So you need to make sure that you have bingeable content on your page, because what we've identified is when prospects watch more of your long form content, they are now ready to make a decision. Make a decision, even if that's, okay, I'm ready to work with such and such, with coach such and such, or I'm not ready to work with coach such and such. So the middle of the funnel, the warm traffic, what you do there is very, very important, because if you do it right, then you can move someone who's a cold lead in cold traffic, get them to warm, and get them to the bottom of the funnel very, very fast. So the reason why people ain't getting to the bottom of your funnel is because the middle and the top of your funnel is all fucked up. It don't need to be, crazy and, complicated. It needs to be simple, but you need to speak to these prospects. You need to meet them where they are and speak to them the right way and get them to move along your sales process, right? And that's a skill set that, as coaches, as online coaches, especially if you're someone that were, doing something in person, you've probably already acquired this skill, right? Getting someone to do something without you being there. Online health coaches, online fitness coaches, that's what we do. So it's not saying that you don't have the capability to do it. You just need the right systems and the right processes and clarity in order to get this in place so you can execute it. Cool. I see it can come off as I know it all and not interested in getting to know them and understand their situation. So they need time to open up. Gotta grow trust. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Look, it like don't be so focused on the sale. Just be a human being. Just be literally like that's all it is. Like, bro, we do this when we go to like meet girls. If you're going out, and like we do it all the time. We just have to treat our business like, of course, you gotta be a human being inside of your business, right? And of course, as business owner, we all want to make money, and like I get that, right? But we still got to be humans. And it's good that you want to have systems and automation set up and stuff like that. But when you operate in a high ticket business model, you have to be able to show human interaction, show empathy, right? Show that you actually give a fuck about what they're going through instead of being so stubborn about, oh, you either serious about your health and fitness or you're not, right? So qualifying, because when you're going to get cold traffic, yes, you want to look for ideal customers, but once you bring them warm, like, yes, you want to warm them up, but you're also qualifying them with your content, right? The content that you create on social media and the content that you'll have on the back end of your systems with your emails, if it's emails, text messages, whatever you're doing, right? And also when you're having these private conversations. Super valuable, brother. Appreciate the knowledge. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. Feel free to shoot me a DM, bro. Great stuff. Glad you enjoying it, Eddie. Glad you enjoying it, man. Looking forward to connecting with you in 2 weeks. Facts, just increasing my mindset videos on IG drastically increase my warmth. Yeah. And I've been seeing you too, Tisha. I've been seeing you showing up, showing your face, using your voice, right? Think about it. If you don't show, so think about what Tisha just said, right? If you are a coach, right, and you're not showing up like how I am, showing my face, using my voice, how do you expect somebody to trust you? Right? Like, think about before you go on a date nowadays, right? Like, I'm old school, right? But think about before you go on a date with somebody, y'all probably are going to FaceTime each other before you go on that date, right? So like, yeah, like you need to make sure that your prospects is having time with your face before they can understand that they need to do that before they make a decision. And that's time with your organic marketing, right? With the back end of your sales process and jumping on a Zoom call with you. Sales is a contact sport. It needs to be multiple contacts with your face and your voice in order for them to say, all right, here's $3,000, here's $4,000, here's $5,000, let's go. They're not just finna click the link in your bio and do it. Low ticket, sure. High ticket, nah. They were just in my DM saying they're ready. I got three of those this week. Let's go, Tish. Lock them in, G. Lock them in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. So listen, man. Look, if you are somebody, so this process that we do, this process that we teach is called the warm-up method. All right. It's called the warm-up method. And I've been doing it for a very, very, very long time. So think about it, right? Like when you go to the gym, you're not just finna, jump on the bench and throw 225 on there. When you go to the gym, you're not finna just jump on a squat rack and throw 225 on your back unless you like Phil Heath or something. Phil Heath don't even warm up with 225, right? you're going to go there, right? Like, jump on a treadmill, get a nice sweat going, maybe some push-ups, maybe some pull-ups, right? Then you move into your isolation movements, right? And then you're going to get into your compound movements, and you're still not going to throw a bunch of plates on there. Probably start warming up with 135, and then move from 135 to 185, then move from 185 to 205, and then 205 to 225, right? And then you keep working your way up, right? So you have to everything. If you don't, and then if you don't do that warm up, your workout is going to fucking suck. Anybody ever tried to, like, maybe you didn't have a lot of time, and you try to like, oh, I'm just gonna come in here, I'm gonna skip my warm up. Blah. When you warm up, I don't know about y'all, but when I warm up and it's a nice warm up, and I got a nice sweat going after my warm up, those be the best workouts, right? So we use the same philosophy with taking your cold traffic, right, and helping them become, a piece, part of your warm traffic, and then a hot lead, right, and then a high ticket client. And we call it the warm up method, on how we warm up a total stranger. Matter of fact, some of you guys on this live literally did it, right? Some of y'all, if you're watching this live right now, or if you're going to watch the replay, right, you probably didn't know who the hell I was a few days ago or last week or such and such, and now you're more aware of who I am, right? Cool. LaJoya, what's up, LaJoya? What's popping? All right. So if you want to learn more about that method, all right, feel free, shoot me a DM. I got a free training. It's a short training. It's not long at all, right? And it'll give you a little bit more information about the warm-up method and how, you can use it into your business and, add an additional 20K in the next 60 days and another 105K within the next 10 months. Yes, we've had people do that for sure. All right. So if you want more information about that, just send me a DM with the word 10, not the word 10K, the word 100K. All right. If you somebody and you're making under $100,000 and you want to make $100,000 using this, warm up method, just shoot me a message. Right. Or don't keep watching, and maybe later on down the road we can connect. But this training that I have is free. It's no, you don't have to give me anything in return other than your email, and you can get access to it for free. Okay. What's up? Anybody got any other questions? This was good though, guys. This was good. Appreciate some of you guys interacting too. But yeah, if you guys got some questions, let's hear it. Let's hear it if you guys got questions. Man, where my water at? Carrie, what's up, Carrie? Miss Carrie, baby. I always sing that in my head when I see your name pop up somewhere. All the time. All right, cool. If y'all don't got any questions, if you want this replay, just DM me the word replay and I'll get you this replay. Okay. And like I said, if you guys want a little bit more information about the warm-up method, just DM me the word 100K and I got you. And I give you free access to a short video, straight to the point, no fluff. All right. Cool. All right. You guys have an awesome Friday and an awesome weekend. And I'll talk to you guys soon.